Well, if you know what you don't have to, because I know you hope it will be very far away, feel very far away.
For the first time, I think we saw that frontline workers were being valued very differently. So the people who were the nurses, who were the postal workers, who were working in grocery stores, who were care workers, there was a very different recognition in most societies about how essential they are to keeping the economy running. So for those workers, there may be some good news in the future because there will be upward wage pressure and much more recognition of the type of work they do. At the same time, there has been massive amounts of growth in the types of roles that analyze all of the data that we're now producing because so many of us are working online. So there's a lot more growth in roles related to artificial intelligence or data science.
Yeah, because
No,
I
no, no, it's okay,
transcribed
it's
it
okay,
already,
it's
but
okay.
you know.
And on the downside, there are entire sectors that have been disrupted by the pandemic. So if you think about aviation, travel, and tourism, that is an industry that is not just on pause at the moment, but if this continues for too much longer, there's going to be a big structural change there. Some of those companies will not be able to last through to the end of this recession, and therefore we're looking at more permanent job losses. It's the very same people that have had a disadvantage in the past that are also the ones that are being affected the most by the current situation. Now, I still think that there is an opportunity here to turn this crisis into something positive. This is also the right moment for governments, for businesses, and for workers themselves to invest in their reskilling and retraining. And you're starting to see that. So there are a lot of workers that, if they're in employment, they're spending 4 times as much time on online learning than they used to. And they're spending their time on trying to pick up softer skills.
And in terms of just the entire workforce, I mean, what exactly?
What we're trying to do is look at the tasks of today and then trying to understand what does that mean for jobs of tomorrow. And so when you look at the tasks of today, in just another 5 years, by 2025, those tasks will be equally done by machines, if you will, so robots and algorithms, as people. However, that doesn't mean that new jobs won't emerge, and they will certainly be emerging from all that we are able to find in the data. There are new tasks that can only be done by humans. There are new skills that people will need to be able to get there. So there's still a lot of work to be done, but the overall outlook for the future is still positive for people.
2 years ago when we did. Yeah. I mean, they had somebody that was not.
I think set is also a pretty set that